ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। The Mangalacharanam for Upadeshasahasri. Chaitanyam sarvagam sarvam sarvabhutagुहाक्षयम् यत् सर्वविषयातीतं तस्मै सर्वविदे नमः। We are seeing the 16th chapter of Upadeshasahasri with Ramatirtha Teeka. Ramatirtha is an acharya. Tirtha is in Dashanama Sannyasa, the name given at the end, just like Saraswati, Bharati, Aranya, Sagara, etc. Giri, Tirtha is also one of such names. Okay. And we are seeing the fourth shloka, which is on page number 186 in this Teeka. Nishchayartha bhavet buddhis tam sarvarthanubhavinim jnatat muktah swarupena jyotisha vyanjayan sada. Nishchayartha buddhi is that which is sarva artha anubhavini. Its jnata is Atma. Atma is the knower of the intellect. And this Atma effortlessly, by its own Swayam Prakasha Swarupa, Jyotisha, with illumination, Sada Vyanjayan Bhasate, Vartate. Atma illumines that buddhi all the time. Presence of that intellect or absence of that intellect in our Vedanta darshan, we say. Because buddhi is there in Jagrat and Swapna, and in Sushupti, its Laya is there. Like in Nataka Deepa, the Nartaki's presence, Nartaki is buddhi, its presence or her presence and absence, both are illumined by Sakshi, the Nataka Deepa. Here in this shloka, the Purva Paksha is Kshanik Vijnanavada. Kshanik Vijnanavada says that buddhi is Atma. Kshanik buddhi or Kshanik Vijnan is Atma. That is being refuted here by saying that Atma is different from buddhi, who is the Jnata of this buddhi. Ghata patadi padartha, they are jnaya, they are known. And Atma and buddhi is the knower of these objects. And buddhi becomes known and Atma is the knower, Sakshi. So Ghatadi are Jnaya, buddhi is Jnatri. And buddhi becomes Jnaya, Padartha. Atma is the Jnata. So somebody raises a question in Teeka, see, just as buddhi, which was knower, is also known for somebody else, for Atma. Then Atma is also knower. Atma also might become known for some other knower. Buddhi jnaturapi buddhivat anya jneyatva shanka. This doubt can be there. Just as buddhi, which is the knower, buddhi also has a knower. So Atma is the knower. Atma also will have another knower. So that shankam varayati, that shanka is being refuted. Swarupena jyotisha vyanjayan. Atma does not need other illuminator. Atma is Swayam Prakasha. Without becoming an object of knowledge, it is still Swayam Prakasha. Avedyatve sati aparoksha vyavahara yogyatvam. This is the nature of Atma. So Tikakar says, Tathacha bhasya bhasakayo रूपालोकयोरिव भेदात् भास्यायाः बुद्धेरन्यो भासक आत्मा इत्यर्थः. भाष्य भासकयोः विसर्ग लोप has happened. भाष्य भासकयोः रूपालोकयो इव. Rupa is bhasya, aloka is bhasaka. Rupa like ghata, etc. They are illumined. Aloka means prakasha, is illuminator. So one is bhasya, another is bhasaka. Rupa is bhasya, aloka is bhasaka. Bhasya bhasakayoho, rupalokayoho iva bhedat. Between them there is a bheda. So bhasyayaha buddhehe anyo bhasaka. Of the bhasya buddhi, there is anya bhasaka atma. But atma is Swayam Prakasha. So Atma does not have Anya Bhasaka. This idea is complete here. Ityartha. This Kshanik Vijnanvada Purvapaksha will continue from 4th shloka, means this current shloka, all the way up to 14th shloka. So first 3 shlokas were refuting Charvak Darshana, Dehatmavada, Indriyatmavada, Manatmavada. Now, Kshanik Vijnana is from 4 to 14. Then will come Shunyavada. Teeka. Yadi buddheratma bhasakas tarhi taya samsargad ashuddhirapadyeta ityashankya drashtantena pariharannaha. Yadi buddhehe atma bhasaka. Buddhehe bhasakaha atma. In this way you have to do anvaya. If the illuminator of buddhi is atma, then taya samsargat, buddhi will have samsarga with atma. Ashuddhir apadyeta. Atma will get the ashuddhi of buddhi. All the negativities, doshas, whatever is there in buddhi, they will come to atma. This is the doubt raised. Sansargad ashuddhir apadyeta. Iti ashankya drashtantena pariharannaha. This is being refuted by drashtanta. Means with the help of an example, this shanka parihara. Shanka is eliminated, refuted. Aha. Vyanjakastu yatha loko
व्यञ्जकस्तु यथा लोको व्यङ्ग्यस्याकारतां
व्यसङ्कीर्णस्
व्यतिकीर्णोऽप्यकीर्ण
प्रज्ञः प्रत्ययैः सदा
तद्वज्ञः प्रत्ययैः व्यञ्जकस्तु यथा
व्यञ्जकस्तु यथा लोको व्यङ्ग्यस्याकारतां गतः व्यतिकीर्णोऽप्यसङ्कीर्णस्तद्वज्ञः प्रत्ययैः सदा
व्यञ्जकस्तु यथा लोको व्यङ्ग्यस्य आकारतां गतः. Vyanjaka means illuminator. Vyangya means illumined. Yatha alokaha vyanjakaha. Aloka means prakasha. Prakash is vyanjaka. It is illuminator. Vyanjaka. Vyangyasya akaratam gataha. It takes the form akara of vyangya. What gets illumined. Like ghata. So prakash becomes of the form of ghata. Gataha means praptaha. Vyatikirno api asankirnaha. That aloka is vyatikirnaha, but asankirnaha. Vyatikirnopyasankirnaha. Asankirna means it is still of the distinct nature, even though it pervades the whole pot completely. Whatever completely means whatever surface is available for the illumination, to that aspect, to that part, it becomes vyapta. But it does not become one with the object. It seems as if we can't separate the two. For example, let's say this pen. The light falls on this. This pen is illumined by that light. You can't separate the light and the pen. But light does not become polluted by the color of the pen, or if there is any dirt on the pen. Nothing happens to the light. They are distinct. Tadvat, up to this word drashtanta. Tadvat is darshtanta. Jnaha, jnaha means atma. The knower, illuminator, atma. Jnaha atma. Pratyayahi, sada. Then you have to complete the sentence. Pratyayahi sada, kim?
Asankirnaha.
Asankirnaha. Asankirnaha. Atma pratyayhi. Pratyay means buddhivritti. Buddhivrittivihi asankirnaha. Atma is not affected, connected, associated with buddhivritti. So this shloka, the previous shloka established that there is some sakshi of buddhi also. That sakshi is Atma. Now this shloka says, and that sakshi is different from buddhi, even though it illumines everything. Then vichar will continue. See Teeka, yatha आलोको व्यंजको दीपालोकादिर व्यंग्यस्य घटादेर आकारतां गतः सन् यथा आलोको व्यंजकः. आलोक, the light, prakasha, is व्यंजकः, is illuminator. दीपालोकादिः व्यंग्यस्य घटादेः आकारतां गतः. Aloka, so Deepalokadihi, Vyangyasya Ghatadehe. Vyangya is Ghata, etc. The objects which are illumined. Akaratam Gataha. Sun. Sun means even though this is the case, even though this is what happens, Vyatikirno api. Vyatikirna, Tikakar says, Vyamishrataya bhasamano api. Just like I gave the example, is pen and light, they have become as if inseparable. Vyamishrataya bhasamano api. Vastutah asankirna. Vivikta swabhavaha eva bhavati. In reality, it is completely unassociated, detached. Vivikta swabhava eva bhavati. This is the drishtanta part. Tadvadeva jnaha atma sada pratyair buddhivrittibhi ityartha. In the same way, jnaha means atma, always buddhivrittibhi pratyaihi asankirnaha. Ato nitya shuddha eva atma iti bhava. Therefore, atma is nitya shuddha. This jnanam is very important, that atma is nitya shuddha. And therefore, nothing happens to that atma, no matter what happens to buddhi or manaha. And so many drishtantas are given in Upanishad. Suryo yatha sarvalokasya chakshuhu nalipyate chakshushair bahya doshaihi ekastatha sarvabhutantaratma nalipyate lokadukkhena bahya. Upanishad pramana is there. Shruti from Kathopanishad says that just as Surya doesn't get affected by whatever it illumines, the dirt on the street, etc., in the same way, Atma illumines Buddhi but does not get affected. And Atma's nature is given in Brahadaranyaka, Asango hi ayam Purusha. This Atma is Asanga and it is Swayam Jyotihi. So it is Swayam Prakasha, so it does not need another Prakashaka. It is Asanga, so does not get affected by the doshas of the buddhi. So we have enough Shruti and enough Yukti to prove. Drashtanta was given of the Aloka, Deepa Aloka, etc. What is most important, which is required, is I should see myself as different from my buddhi vritti. Whatever thoughts come, and I can stay apart from them. And the thoughts can come and go, and I know that this will continue. If I have to take some action, I have to take, but I should not get emotional about it. Whatever actions I have to take, based on my rational thinking, logical thinking, I have to take decision, but buddhi is not me. I am Atma. So this viveka is what is required. And just like how example says, it is vyatikirana, means just as light pervades the object completely, Atma also pervades the object. In Drishtanta and Darshtanta, there is one difference. What is the difference? In the example, Ghata is also Satya, Prakasha is also Satya. In Darshtanta, Buddhi is Mithya and Atma is Satya. So the illuminator and illumined, both are not Satya when it comes to Atma and Buddhi. This is the Bheda which we should keep in mind. Now, further, Yadi Buddhyader Atyanta Vilakshano Nirvyapara Atma Kathantarhi Tasya Tadavabhasakatvam Ityashankya Tadapi Drashtantena Aha. Yadi Buddhyadehe Atyanta Vilakshano Atma. If Atma is Buddhyadehe, which vibhakti is that?
Panchami.
Shashti.
Panchami.
Panchami.
Panchami. Buddhyadehe Atyanta Vilakshana. From the intellect, etc., Atma is Atyanta Vilakshana. Buddhyadehe Atyanta Vilakshano Atma. And also Nirvyaparaha. Atma is jobless. Atma does not do anything. Vilakshano Nirvyaparaha Atma. Katham tarhi tasya tadavabhasakatvam इत्याशंक्य कथम तरहि तस्य आत्मनः तत् बुद्ध्यादेहे अवभासकत्वम्. How then Atma can be illuminator of buddhi, etc., if it is so different and at the same time it doesn't do anything? If it is akriya, then how will it illumine the buddhi, etc.? Iti ashankya tadapi drashtantena aha. For that also example is given. So this illumination of buddhi is only a sample. Why? Because buddhi is the closest to Atma. That's why you have to analyze that. For drashtanta, they will always give ghata. Ghata is drashya. But where we have to take this all the way up to buddhi. Buddhi is the closest for Atma. When you say buddhi here means, you can understand it as ahankara. The aham pratyaya itself is object of illumination. Otherwise, you can also understand entire kshetra, because Atma is kshetrajna. Everything else falls in the category of kshetra. Entire kshetra becomes illumined. So that's why I said buddhi is just one sample taken from there. So Atma is avabhasaka of entire kshetra. यथा प्रकाशयत्येकः कृत्स्नं लोकमिमं रविः क्षेत्रं क्षेत्री तथा कृत्स्नं प्रकाशयति भारत. Bharata, so I'm sure you know where it is from. It's from Bhagavad Gita. And Kshetra, Kshetri, all these words are there. So you know which Adhyaya? Trayodasha Adhyaya. Drashtantena, now Drashtanta is given. In this shloka, in the first pada, Prathama pada, Yatha Yatnaha, there is a Shabda. So you have to put avagraha between Yatha and Yatnaha. It will become Yatha Ayatnaha. Okay. Sthito Deepo Yatha Yatnaha.
Sthito
दीपो
deepo
यथा यत्नः
Sarvam Prakashayet.
praptam
प्राप्तं
sarvam
सर्वं
prakashayet
प्रकाशयेत्
Shabdadyakara Buddhirjnaha.
shabdadyakara
शब्दाद्याकारबुद्धिर्ज्ञः
Praptastadvat Prapashyati.
praptastadvat prapashyati
प्राप्तास्तद्वत्
sthito
स्थितो
deepo yatha
दीपो यथा
yatam
यत्नः प्राप्तं सर्वं
sarvapashayet
प्रकाशयेत्
shabdadyakara
शब्दाद्याकारबुद्धिर्ज्ञः
buddhirjnah praptastadvat
प्राप्तास्तद्वत् प्रपश्यति
prapashyati.
Yatha Deepaha Sthito Deepaha. Sthita means it is kept somewhere. Sthito Deepaha, Yatha Sthito Deepaha, Ayatnaha, Praptam Sarvam Prakashayet. Tadvat, Shabdadi Akar Buddhi Praptaha, Praptaha Pratyaha. You can understand. Nyaha Prapashyati. Yatha Sthito Deepaha, Ayatnaha, Sarvam Praptam, Praptam Sarvam Prakashayet. Tadvat Shabdadi Akar Buddhir Praptaha Pratyaha Nyaha Prapashyati. Buddhihi. Buddhihi is Dvitiya Bahuvachanam. Praptaha is Dvitiya Bahuvachanam. So, shloka is very simple. Just as a lamp kept somewhere in a room, etc., ayatnaha, without any effort, whatever is praptam, sarvam prakashayet. It illumines whatever is available. In the same way, shabdadi akara buddhi, this shabdadi akara, shabda sparsha rupa rasadi akara buddhi, buddhi pratyaha, whatever of those pratyas are praptaha, whatever arises in that buddhi, Jnaha means Atma prapashyati. Atma sees them. Atma illumines them. Atma is their prakashaka. When we say Atma is prakashaka, actually speaking, Atma is not prakashaka. Atma is prakasha. Atma is not really illuminator. Atma is illumination. But because our attention is on the object which becomes known, Atma gets the sanya, the title knower or illuminator, prakashaka, avabhasaka. By itself, it doesn't do anything. Like if we say sun is illuminator, this idea brings a notion that sun has some kartrutva, some doership. But actually it is not doing any karma. It is not karta. It is just there. So until I am ready to understand myself as only illumination, I am told I should understand it as illuminator. It's a process for understanding. Okay. Teekakar says, Spashtartha, everything is clear. There's no need of explaining anything further. Tathapi, katham shuddhihi sukhitwadi spuranat ityashankya aha. But somebody has a question, how do you say that Atma is still Shuddha, Nitya Shuddha? This word was used, Ato Nitya Shuddha eva Atma in Teeka. How do you say Atma is Nitya Shuddha? It can be illuminator, but if it illumines Sukhitva Pratyaya, it can be Sukhi, and if Dukhi Pratyaya, if it is illumining, it will become Dukhi. Sukhitvadi Spuranat Katham Shuddhihi. iti ashanka. So this is the question, how it can be without any pollution, malinyam. Sharirendriya sanghata
शरीरेन्द्रिय संघात
tena gatam dhiyam
आत्मत्वेन गतां धियम्
nityatma jyotisha deeptam
नित्यात्मोत्तां
vishinshanti sukhadayah.
विंशति शरीरेन्द्रिय संघात आत्मत्वेन गतां धियम् विशंसन्ति सुखादयः
Sharirendriya sanghata, visarga lopa is there, but when we when we chant the shloka, we actually don't do vicheda here. So we chant as it is there. Sharirendriya sanghata. Atmatvena gatam diyam nityatma jyotisha deeptam vishim shanti sukhadaya. Sharira Indriya Sanghata, this entire assembly, Sthula Sharira, Indriya, etc., all of them, Atmatvena Dhyam Gatam. So, Sharira Indriya, this Sanghata is considered as Atma, means we develop this Buddhi, this is who I am. Sharira Indriya Sanghata is me. Atmatvena Bhrantya Janati. Lokaha, everybody. And Sukhadayaha Nityatma Jyotisha Deeptam Vishimshanti. Vishimshanti, they become the Visheshana of who? Buddhim, Dhyam. Dhyam Vishimshanti. Dhyam is there in the first line. Nityatma Jyotisha Deeptam Dhyam Sukhadaya Vishimshanti. So Sukha, Dukha, etc., they become the Visheshana of Buddhi, really speaking. But they all are Atmatvena Gatam. I think they all are me. So then I feel Aham Sukhi, Aham Dukhi. That's why I feel all these pollutions are in Atma. Buddhi has, let us say, Kama Vritti. So I think Aham Kami. Buddhi has Krodha Vritti. So I will think Aham Krodhi. This is the dosha. The fact is Chaitanya, which is the Nitya Atma Jyoti, Nitya Atma Jyotisha, Sukhadaya, they get illumined. And they become Visheshana for Buddhi. They are the Visheshanas for the Buddhi. Erroneously, I will think that belongs to Atma. So that separation is what is required. So first let us see Teeka, then we can think little bit more on that. Sukhadayaha shariradi sanghate atmatvena pravrittam dhiyam buddhim vishimshanti natu atmanam. Sukhadi pratyas buddhim vishimshanti. They become the visheshanas for the buddhi. They are belonging to buddhi, visheshana. And where do they express? Shariradi sanghate atmatvena pravrittam dhiyam. Shariradi sanghata, in that atmatvena pravrittam dhiyam buddhim vishimshanti. Because they are drishya for Atma. Nitya Atma Jyotisha Deeptam Dhyam. So, Atma is their illuminator, because I will know I am Sukhi. It will never happen that a Sukhakara Pratyaya comes and goes, and I did not know I was Sukhi. Similarly, I will not know, it will not happen that a Dukhakara Pratyaya came, left, and I didn't know I was Dukhi. It will never happen. All Sukha Dukha Pratyayas will be illumined. And Sukha Pratyaya or Dukha Pratyaya, which is there in Buddhi, they will not be illumined by another Buddhi Vritti, another Buddhi Pratyaya. One thought cannot be illumined by another thought. Why do we say that? Because same antakarana cannot be karta and karma. Kartra karma virodha, this is called. So karta will be different. Karta means in the vakya, in the sentence, the karta means what comes in the prathama vibhakti in simple language. And karma, what is the object? They will be different. So Atma is the illuminator and Buddhi will be illumined. So Sukha Dukkhadi Pratyayas, if they are illumined, illuminator cannot be Antakarana or Buddhi, it has to be Atma. Atmatvena pravrittam dhiyam buddhim vishimshanti natu atmanam. Kim lakshanam? Kim lakshanam dhiyam. Kim lakshanam is a question for buddhi vritti. So ka lakshana yasya vrittehe sa vritti ka lakshana tam kim lakshanam dvitiya. So what is the lakshana? This is bahuri. What is the lakshana of that buddhi? Of what lakshana is that buddhi? Kim lakshanam buddhi. What is the lakshana of this buddhi? Kim lakshanam buddhim. Nityatma jyotisha deeptam prakashitam. This buddhi is that which is prakashita, illumined by Nitya Atma Jyoti, Nitya Atma Jyotisha Tritiya, Deeptam Prakashitam. So such buddhi and Atma Jyoti, its Visheshana is Nitya. It is always going to be luminous only. Tathacha भाष्य भाषक बुद्ध्यात्मनो अविवेकात् आत्मा सुखादिमान इति भ्रांति ही इत्यर्थः। भाष्य भासक बुद्ध्यात्मनोः अविवेकात्, दिस इज कॉल्ड अध्यास. Between bhasya and bhasaka, what is illumined and illuminator, buddhyatmanoho avivekat. Buddhi and atma, between them, buddhyatmanoho, of buddhi and atma, there is aviveka. So there is mutual superimposition between them, avivekat. Atma sukhadiman, I have this bhranti, Atma is Sukhi. Iti Bhranti ityartha. So this Bhranti, even when I understand, if Viparita Bhavana does not go, after understanding also, I continue to take Buddhi as myself, Buddhi Dharma as my Dharma, and I continue to suffer. So knowing that there is Adhyasa is one step. Then keeping that Buddhi and Buddhi Dharma away from Atma, Atma Dharma. Yushmat Asmat Pratyaya, their Dharma and Dharmi, both. Because they are Atyanta Vivikta. They are extremely different. Atyanta Viviktayoho Dharma Dharminoho. But between them, even though they are Tamah Prakashavat, Viruddha Swabhavayoho, Itaretar Bhava Upapatti is not possible. They cannot get Dharma of each other. Yet, our Anubhava is Ahamidam, Mama Idam in this way. This is Naisargikoyam Loka Vyavahara. This is called Adhyasa. So, once Adhyasa is understood, then to remove Adhyasa, I have to do more thorough Vedanta Adhyanam, and if Adhyanam means Shravanam and Mananam, until these are distinctly seen. Bhashyakar says, Asya anartha hetoho prahanaya atmaikatva vidya pratipattaye sarve vedantaha arabhyante. This is the anartha hetu. Anartha hetoho prahanaya. You have to destroy this and get atmaikatva vidya pratipatti. Jnanam that there is only one Atma, everything else is mithya. So then only this Bhranti Nasha will happen. Now, how this Nishchaya can take place, that will be explained in the next shloka, which we will see in the next session. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutravashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Veda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.